This next superhero team fits together so well, you'd almost think they were Lego. This is Lego Marvel Heroes 2. Please welcome the game's director, Arthur Parsons. Welcome back to the IGN. You're
Thank you.
You're regular around here.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Good seeing you, man. Around these times of year.
This is great. It's really
so
cool.
what's going on with this game?
What isn't going on with this game?
That's the thing. Like,
That's also a question.
You've crammed. So maybe next time you guys should pick like a license that has like 4 characters in it. Instead, you guys go after the MCU, the entire Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Not even the MCU, everything Marvel, and you just jam everything in there.
Yep.
So
Look at it. That's a lot.
There's
a lot of characters in here.
And San Diego this year has been so great because, we revealed like the serious side of the game at E3 with the story and everything else, and then you cannot come to San Diego without going with kind of the wild and the wacky that was in the game. So we've already revealed the Medusa's in the game. She's great, but Howard the Duck, and more importantly, the Iron Duck. This is like Howard the Duck in a fire hydrant as an Iron Man outfit. It's kind of the quirky.
Running on snow. There's a lot going on here.
And then we have, look at that, Throg.
Yeah, who was that frog? Is that
This is Throg. This is like...
Throg?
Yeah, this is Throg.
A Thor frog.
You guys are just making up your own heroes.
I promise you this is completely legit.
What is he like? Is he like an anamorph?
He's one of the well-known pet Avengers.
No, he's not a well-known...
No, this is the thing, right? Yeah, we've got to go with the core story. We go with these epic and iconic characters. But at the same time, you have to go with some of the kind of more bizarre. Now, this character isn't actually a legitimate Marvel character.
This is a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. So we created, we call the character Carnom. This is a combination of Carnage and Venom. Goblin 2099 in Alchemax. In the story is kind of experimenting on the symbiotes, and the next thing, this.
So this is Venom and Carnage combined, and you call them Carnom.
Yeah.
Why not Venage?
Vintage? Actually, that would have worked too.
Like spread. But it's really good for you. It's vegan.
Yeah, it's like a vegan charcuterie board. Well, this guy's awesome, and he's like half red in symbiote, half black symbiote. He's really cool.
And how can you not love this guy?
Shrek from the hit film Shrek. Who is this?
Very similar. This, right? Okay, and again, this is completely legitimate. This is Green Skin Smash Troll. That's his name.
That's his name.
Yeah, he's a medieval English
When you say
version of Hulk.
it's completely legitimate, that means he's already appeared in the comics? You guys didn't make this up?
He's 100% legitimately. I think it's called the Avatar Covenant of the Shield. It's like this one shot from yesteryear. Medieval English sort of Avengers, Captain Avalon.
So you guys dug deep for some really deep cut stuff. Like, how do you even begin to? Is there like a Marvel archive that you guys are allowed to rummage through? Like, I mean, we're seeing stuff here that like maybe had a half an issue once in the 70s. Like,
but that's the fun thing. We can go in with the big hitters of Kamala Khan and Captain Marvel and Black Panther, and we can do all of that. But then we can also just have the fun with it, and obviously, you've got Star-Lord and everything else.
And he flies.
Well, yeah, of course. But yeah, when we're looking for the kind of quirky additions, so we'll be talking, with Bill Roseman and the other guys at Marvel, and we, ruminating. Okay, we've got medieval England. Who can we put in? Captain Avalon, whoever it may be, and then that's how you find. Yeah, green skin Smash Troll. I had such a hard time convincing the guys in the office he was legit, but
TSST.
Rolls right off the tongue.
But and that's when you go a little bit deeper as well. So we're going to go current. We've got one of the things we announced at the panel was Gwenpool, great character, fourth wall breaking.
Gwenpool?
Humorous. Yeah, Gwenpool's in there. And again, that was just met with like delight from everyone because she breaks the fourth wall more than anyone. She knows she's in a video game. She knows all the history of the characters. She's just great fun. And she does the whole narration for bonus missions and stuff. But at the same time, we can then go in and put characters in there like For Bushman, who people will be like, who? Oh yeah, this is cool.
Take a selfie.
What?
But she also has filters, like any kind of decent social media.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can go through.
Oh wow, there's a comic book filter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa, that was really cool.
So it's just a cool, quirky thing that we thought we'd add.
I've never even thought of what a Lego game would look like with those color filters on. That's awesome. Can you play the whole game like that?
I don't believe you can.
Now
Yes,
you-
I will
now you-
take that back to the
I was
office.
about to
Maybe
say you have
people
something to bring
might
back
do
to
that,
the
yeah.
team
I will
now.
ask Preben, the guy that did the filters, who did an awesome job, and
Can we,
we'll
can
see.
you apply the filters to the entire game?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, no, what are you, crazy? We have to make another, like, dog Thor instead.
And obviously Lockjaw, I don't know if you saw at the Marvel
Yeah.
stand that immense Lockjaw.
Yeah.
So we've got Lockjaw in there, the teleportation and loads of cool stuff. But yeah, we got somewhere in there, if Phil can get Forbush, the Doc Ock is
Oh,
incredible.
he's great.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
That looks very uncomfortable, but that's a good way to get around. Wow, he's fast.
I've not seen that cosplay either.
No,
I
because
kinda
you know why?
expected
Because it's physically impossible.
But yeah, and you can see, right, every single one of these cards there's Forbush, man. It's just,
Ah, yes.
So-
Forbush man.
This is
your
yeah,
favorite
my favorite.
superhero, Brian.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
when I have like a towel and a pan, and I have 5 minutes to cosplay.
believe it or not, there are actually collectibles.
Yeah.
That Forbush Man has limited edition collectibles from Sideshow and other firms.
There's a sideshow Forbush man for
Yeah.
like $300.
Yep.
You know it's Comic-Con. Why am I asking this question?
But so far I think we've revealed like 50, 60 characters, but as you can see from the grid, there's so many we're yet to kind of release. But and Chronopolis itself is just huge. When we were at E3, we showed a little piece of it.
Sure.
We hadn't actually finished the rest. So the artists on the team are doing a great job of just making this breathing, living entity that Kang's ruling over. It's huge. It's so huge.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have some questions on where the web is connecting there, but I won't.
I wouldn't worry, but think about it too much.
Thankfully, nowhere is actually floating up in the skies of Chronopolis.
They've thought of everything.
However, when you're at nowhere and you're web swimming, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's swinging off of ego or something. Who knows?
It's a little complicated.
But yeah, this is just great fun. Again, the vehicles, we're having fun with this, trying to change the way that you place them. Wherever you see the green, you can place them, and they come down, and you can jump in and drive around, fly around.
I got worried for a second that Crossbone's truck was like a guy's name, and it was gonna be like a half guy, half pirate truck.
That's not how you drive the truck.
Yarr.
But yeah, it's been such awesome fun, just revealing some of this stuff earlier on the panel.
Yep.
All right, we've got a question from one of our viewers on Twitter. All you have to do is tweet your questions at IGN with the hashtag SDCC2017. We might respond to you on the air, like Sloopy J did when he
Sloopy
tweeted,
J.
which is another character that's in the game.
Sloopy J. Yeah, he said he's half man, half sloppy Joe.
Yes, how will the hub world compare to the first game, the hub world?
Okay, so the first game, LEGO Marvel Superheroes in 2013, had a huge open world Manhattan. Chronopolis is about 4 times the size. It's huge. It didn't set out to be that big initially. It's kind of evolved and grown, and when you've got Sakaar and Lemuria and Wakanda and you name it, it's all in there, all crammed in. It's huge, and there's so much stuff to uncover and find, and there's 10 Gwenpool rooms as well, where you can just go crazy. There's some weird, like the thing we showed today was how the Duck and Forbush guy invading Chronocon, so it was Chronopolis' Comic-Con, to attack the LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 panel and try and pitch a How the Duck game. And you can imagine we're in a panel with a panel-related thing, and it just all got a bit weird, and everyone was just like, this is crazy. It was just like really
So
cool.
it sounds like you guys are having the time of your lives making this game. This sounds like incredibly fun.
Yeah, I can say that I'm here. The 200 plus people on the team who are
They're
probably hard at work in the UK.
working away, yeah.
I'm sure they're having a great time as well.
Well, we just
We
put more
thank
work on their
you.
plate too.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
When can we play LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2?
LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 is going to be out November the 14th. Obviously, it's available to pre-order now with Classic Guardians pack. So if you knew Guardians before they became famous on the screen, that's really cool. We gave this away today. I don't know if you can
What
see
is
this. This is
posters?
I'm probably doing. There we go.
There we go.
It's a reimagining of a classic cover. And the thing is, there's like 20 of these in the game. The sort of like the most iconic covers from Avengers Forever, Avengers, and all these other great series, just reimagined in Lego form. It's just so cool. And I just grabbed these. I brought these for you, so
Thanks.
you can keep them, and
That's awesome.
I'll give them to you afterwards. But
No one else this whole time at Comic-Con brought us presents. You're the only one.
We're
sorry.
starving for gifts.
All right, thank you so much. We can't wait to play. It looks awesome. Thank you so much for coming by the show.
no,
Thanks,
thanks
man.
for having me.